Carl, welcome to this week's edition of In the Dugout. We'll start off with a few questions from the fans. The first one comes in from Sharon Brown. Can Gary Thornton do In the Dugout one week and let us know when, so questions can be asked of him as well?
Yeah, of course. He that's the plan. Gary comes on. We schedule him in every now and again, but yeah, we can certainly get him on, and we'll make sure everyone knows when he's going to come on. And Sharon, do you want me to get off this? Do you want Gary to come and do it now? What's going on?
I think Gary, well, like we said, he did do it at the start of the season as well. After the end of pre-season, just talked about the players that he brought in and give fans an update there. So I'm sure he'd be happy to come on once we've played a few more games and got ourselves settled in the league table.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to get some players on, and obviously we'll get Baz back on and a few others. That's what this is about. But I think when we do get them on, we maybe let supporters know so they can ask them some questions if they want to.
The second one comes in from Malcolm Astle asking about the webpage, saying that the All Golds game was listed as an away game, which as it was to start with, and there were numerous notifications on the website saying the game had been switched. Yeah. But all in all, we had been drawn away, so it was listed as an away game for us.
Yeah, and like I say, the RFL controls a lot of our website, and that's them who put it on. It was a Challenge Cup away game, and that's why we were in red shirts as well, because we were the away team, even though the fixture was played here. But I'm pretty sure we give everyone notice, and we put a lot of news stories out there. So whether he's trying to tell us it's wrong on the website or he missed the game through it, we apologise if he missed the game, but we've done everything our end. Is he just letting us know that I don't know what he's trying to say here. Most people knew it was at home, but it was an away fixture, so it had to stay like that. And
the webpage has now been updated as well. League tables, top scorers and things like that, all up to date, all ready for the fans to go on and have a look.
Yeah, and like we said, these things take time, and we control some things and we don't control the others. And you boys have been on to the people that control those sections, and the people who deal with the websites, they've not just got our club to deal with, they've got loads of clubs to deal with, and we're into them asking for changes every day. But we're getting there. We're encouraging everyone to get stories on our website, and if we keep putting the messages on, we can control what we can, and we get the messages out, and that's really the most important thing. What these should know. There's, look what we put out there, because they're the genuine messages.
Moving on then, a good win against the All Golds in the Cup. Again, over 40 points scored. Maybe not the best defensively, over 20 points, which is a rare occasion this season. But again, through to the next round, good win.
It was a good win. We weren't overly impressed with it. It's we're 18-4, the game's finished, and then we make it 18-16 a couple of minutes before half time. They got some tries, and so there were some hairy moments and stuff we need to cut out very quickly, because we're wanting to challenge, and you need to be better than that. And I was pretty disappointed after, but when I went home and really thought about and reflected on it, the second half was 30 points to 4, so a bit of credit to the players there. Maybe I was just having a bad day myself, but I wasn't overly impressed with it. There was some good parts. Kieran Cross was a shining light today. He had an outstanding game, and he's putting pressure on others. He did well. I thought he did really well, and there was a few others who put their hands up. But we've got a massive month coming up, so it's we've got to be better than that.
Just on Kieran Cross, 9 tries he's got in the opening 5 competitive games this year. Just how well has he done? He came from amateur level this time last season. He's really made an impact in the side since coming in. Yeah,
he's attacks is part of his game, but he's worked really, really hard in the off season, and he's had some talks with the coaching staff, I believe, and what he needed to work on, and it looks like he's gone away and done that. He's certainly putting his hand up to get picked every week, and long may that continue. He's not only was scoring tries. When he got back to stop a winger last week who scored 4 tries, you wouldn't put your money on Kieran to catch that bloke on the weekend, and he did. So the desire and his effort and everything like that was there. So hopefully he just keeps working hard and stays grounded, which I know he will. He's a good kid, and continue playing like that. He's doing really well.
He's versatile as well, isn't he? He can play in the halves, from dummy half at hooker. Having that versatility means that he's guaranteed a good run in the side if he keeps on doing what he's doing.
Yeah, all right, Gary. Gary here is a good Kieran. Your place is secure in the team. No. Listen, it's hard to leave him out, especially the way he's playing. He's playing good, and that's what we want. And we've always said. Well, Gary says, if they're playing well, they'll keep their shirts. Robbie.
The Challenge Cup draw was made on Tuesday. I'm sure a lot of the fans will have been very happy with the draw. Leeds Rhinos away. Brilliant draw for the club. Just explain a bit about what that can do for Doncaster Rugby League.
Oh, listen, for the players, they'll love it. Going and playing in front of a big crowd at Headingley on a Friday night. For the club, it's probably the draw every other club wanted. So we're delighted. Spoke with Gary Hetherington, and it's probably a draw we both would have picked at the start if we could. And we're happy. Financially, it'll do some stuff for us, but really looking forward to it. But at the end of the day, we've got Hunslet and Toronto to worry about first, and we need to really focus on those two games. We've got a massive month coming up with Hunslet, Toronto, and then a real tough one away at York, who did really well against Rochdale in the Cup as well, so they'll be very confident. And then we go to Leeds, so huge month for this club, but one we're all looking forward to, and we need to really just focus on the next game, which is Hunslet, and that's what Gary will be telling the players.
Will it be strange going to Leeds with all the pressure off? I mean, in League One we are one of the favourites to do well this season, and in a lot of games the favourites to beat teams lower in the league, but when we go to Leeds the pressure will be off us. Obviously we'll be going there as rank outsiders, so we can go there, express ourselves and just enjoy the occasion. Well,
listen, we'll be going there and giving them everything we've got. Don't forget, we've got some big players in our team who will still think they can cut the mustard with the Super League boys, so they'll be there. We'll be going there fired up, and we'll certainly go there and enjoy it. That's the main thing. And if we go there and just do some stuff that they're not used to in Super League and chuck a few surprises at them, then who knows? When you'll never ever find me being at the top of a club that not thinking we can go and win a game. We're not going to go there and think we're going to lose. That certainly not. We're going to go there and we're going to give Leeds everything we've got. So that'll be good, and let's see.
Finally, then, from me, a week off for the players now with no game to focus on, a chance for the players maybe just to carry in slight knocks just to recover ahead of the Hunslet game.
Yeah, and we have got a couple of key players who will benefit from this weekend off. So they'll have some hard training sessions, this week and next week, and get preparing for Hunslet. And as it's turned out, it doesn't look like Hunslet's got a game this weekend as well, so they'll be fresh for the game next week. So it's all going all good, and like I say, we focus on Hunslet, and we want plenty of people to them people who's going to go and turn up at Leeds. We want them to turn up in the next 2 weeks in the Hunslet and the Toronto game here at the Keepmoat, because this is our ground, and we want all the support we can get, and let's ramp it up now. Going out, getting ready to go over to Leeds all together, and the boys will appreciate that. But we'll be ready. But like I say, it's Hunslet and Hunslet only for now.
And so you got a couple of thank yous to say.
I have, this week me and Pete Bell have been out, getting the posts up at Cantley Park. So Gary's been asking for some posts at Cantley in the field mark. So we went to the Yorkshire Plastic and Drainage to get all the materials, and they give it to us, which we really appreciate. So thank you heaps to them, the Yorkshire Plastic and Drainage. And if you need any of those materials, make sure you go down and get them from them boys. They're in Kirksandall. And a massive thanks to Pete Bell, who's done a real lot for us and always does a lot for us, along with Paul and Keith Nazimak, Charlie and Pete Thompson, and Jack Barclay, who all give Pete a hand to dig the holes and put the posts up and all that. So, you know, this is what it's like. We've got a real good close-knit family down here, and when they hear we're doing things, you know, for them boys to turn up and help Pete, it doesn't go unnoticed, and, you know, thanks heaps to them.
Thanks, Carl.
Cheers.